Hey everyone, I'm not in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, because if I was this close to the Tetons right now, I'd probably be frozen to death. I just want to reach out, but that is the Tetons, not Mount Everest, because there's a lake actually about a couple miles from Mount Everest. It's like green, it's a weird kind of color, but I just want to reach out to you guys and let you guys know I'm interested on talking to you about a lot of the things I've seen with, particularly when dealing with wholesalers. Now, some of them kind of opinionated. Not all wholesalers are bad. Maybe only about 10% of them are people you should not deal with. But most of them are good. But there are some that some of them get led astray. They're not by gurus, and there's believe it or not, there's people out there that charge like $3,000 for a lot of different things. I know like 10 different 10 different gurus right now have programs that are like $3,000 or $5,000 or 2,500, but some things that just help with purchase and sale agreements. And just letting you know, we have purchase and sale agreements for just about every strategy in our download center as well as Masterclass. But some of the things I've just from practical experience, some things that I've dealt with, both from the real estate and when I did storm restoration and a few other, government contracting. One of the key things I always want to make sure is there are contingencies and there are clauses and addendums that basically allow you to get out of a contract or agreement if there's any kind of things like, well, let's just say if there's any kind of deception, or you want to put it subject to inspection and third party, unless if you need an appraisal or third party inspections. And that's key. You want to put third party, always like third party. So if you get an inspector, you get something that says, hey, this is going to be $20,000 when you said it's only going to be $15,000, you can get out. So you put those clauses in there. In real estate, you're putting an earnest money deposit down. You should never pay it directly to a seller or a seller's agent or a wholesaler. Give it, pay it to a title company, because they're going to enforce, whatever the agreement is, the contractual agreement. You're not going to have to worry about, somebody you cancel for a legitimate reason that's covered as a contract. And the next thing you know that you can't get your EMD back, even if you were, 100% right. So another key point is in your purchase and sale agreements is always use government business days, and always put local, state, and federal government business days. So that means like, obviously you got Memorial Day, Labor Day, July 4th, Martin Luther King Day, Christmas, Thanksgiving, but some other places and localities will have a special day. The city of Denver has a guy named, I forget what his last name is, but it's Corky. Or there's a Caesar Chavez Day, but there's also another day for this guy Corky, who was, I guess they have a day for him in Denver. And so a day like that, actually, not that particular one, but a day like that actually saved a friend of mine in a contract, because the city was closed that day, and that helps. So always put like government business days, that way you have, basically all the holidays are covered, and you're protected. So if you need, hey, you got to cancel this for 14 business days, or put government business days, or some degree of that, because that will actually sometimes give you 2 or 3 extra days a year that you can get out of the contract. So you want to have a variety of clauses and amendments and outs, and just make sure you put, like, if there's deception involved, if obviously with wholesalers, I'm talking about a deal where I saw where the seller was actually selling for $80,000 to the wholesaler. The wholesaler was selling it to the to the investor who's going to rehab it and flip it for $99,000. There's $19,000 of assignment fee. I could say 5,000, maybe 10%, maybe 8,000 is a reasonable assignment fee. 19,000 is not. It's almost 25% more, and that definitely cuts into your profit. So you want to kind of make sure. There's a wide variety of resources that I have available to you. There's some that you can check online, but all of my people in my Masterclass and my Investors Download Center have access to places where they can get like a collateral DNA report, about 20 pages up to 30 pages of actually data that some lenders will actually accept as an appraisal. So imagine being able to get for about $25 to $30, being able to get almost a whole appraisal. So we have that available to anybody that's an Investors Download Center or Masterclass. And so it's really incredible what we have. I have almost 300 documents. I've said this over and over again. And right now you can get into Download Center for $100 for life. That goes to $5.99 on March 31st. So on March 27th, we're doing our AI event. We're gonna have two really strong AI people. One has a background in real estate, and the other one is really strong in both, knows all about Microsoft and Google. And Microsoft's came out because their AI was so strong that Google had to call back in their two founders, Sergey and Larry Page, and bring them back in to help them. Basically they went into panic mode. So the people that work with us, we have purchase and sale agreements for just about every strategy. We can also help you with seller carry deals with you got like subject to. You got Burr. We also got my 3-option offer, which is like to the Gilligan's Island theme instead of a 3-hour tour, 3-option offer. We got loan calculators and analyzers. I've got analyzers for multifamily without syndication, when you're at multifamily with the syndication going on, single family, buy and hold, single family flips, short-term rentals, RV and mobile home parks. We got the analyzers, we got the loan calculators. You get all that for $100. So why not, take advantage of it? And you'll get, to the AI event, or you can step up to the game for $397 and get Masterclass. And you'll be able to actually start joining the current Masterclass when they start getting into their jumpstart and their other sessions in April, and then actually start. And you get all 7 videos that we've already done of the 7 classes already. But getting back to it, guys, we have the purchase and sale agreements, and we will help you put the clauses in there that you need. And I'll even research holidays that are in your jurisdictions, whatever you're at, where you execute the contract. So that way, hey, you got maybe an extra day to get out of an EMD if something's wrong. There's a variety of resources with PropWire, PropStream, and Privy, the 3 P's. Privy is probably about $1,000 a year. I can put you in touch with Benson and probably just tell him if it came from me. Who knows what he'll give you for a deal. PropStream is a fee, but PropWire, 100% free version is really good. I just posted some screenshots of Lakewood and Aurora, Colorado, pre-foreclosures and some probates, and it's really strong software. If you put that with, you come in at March 27th and you do the AI, and you get the AI down on all the prompts and all that stuff, and you start, working with our guys there, and you learn they use a couple of free people search programs, like, to get the names and numbers and how to do searches with the Secretary of State's and the business, the state's offices where business registrars and all that. If you start working with that, start putting an AI together and start using 1, 2, or all 3 of those services, you can actually find properties on and off market. You can literally almost see what equity is available. You can see what the reason is: pre-foreclosure, probate, vacant. Is it a free and clear, hired landlord? There's every reason why they're selling, and that. And you can easily research the contact information and be able to make a very qualified offer that may get, especially like this is a 3-option offer, and be able to tie in with our lenders and our databases. Remember, our databases are good enough. You can actually go to, you can actually pull up data and go, hey, I got this 588 in the United States. You don't have to go and search the whole database of thousands. You can just go pull up the ones in US or the ones in Asia if you're doing a deal in Asia, things like that. So we've got it broken down that much. The lender list has literally, we had 1,341 because of duplicates and some other reorganization we have. We're sitting at about 1,200 of lenders, and these are all solid lenders. If you work with them and you go in, you can get their term sheets. You can, some of them you can set up as a broker. You can broker your own deals, but you can reach out to all these lenders, and don't be afraid that they're an institutional lender. Some of them aren't, but most of them aren't. But if they are, they're upfront about the time frame, and the time frame actually contrary to a lot of beliefs, the time frame is really more you. If you get all the documents and everything they require on one day, some of them can close in 14, 21, or 28 days. They're going to tell you. Obviously, people always like complain because like, oh, my local guy can fund me in like a couple days. Great, cool, but he's not available to fund somebody else somewhere else. So we have a list of over 1,000, like I said, about 1,200 lenders that can lend money. They do have money. You can research them. You can pull their stuff up. Um, you get their term sheets. You know in advance what you got to do. You build your business around them. You build your entity, your LLC, your EIN, your credibility package. Make sure you have your bank accounts ready to do the hazard insurance or property insurance. I've got a couple sources for that. You know where your title company is. You know how to do the appraisal, the valuations, and you can do your business bank accounts. You're golden. You're going to get funded pretty quick and pretty easily. And if and don't let people scare you into, hey, you need 20-25% down. Don't let them scare you into telling you have to go to the local REII meeting. They don't have one everywhere. A lot of them are smaller groups. I mean, you can find it. So if you need information, it's out there, and we have it in spades. I'm making sure that I have every resource available. One of my masterclass members told me, you got crazy resources. I want to be the National Archives of the Library of Congress for real estate investors, plus strategic metals, critical metals, and things like that. I want to make sure that you have big access to everything you need to succeed. Like I said, right now for $100 for life, you can just go in and download anytime you need. We will have a download center connected to the virtual platform at the end of the year. But I want to just make sure you guys know that, addendums, clauses, outs, you need to put all that. It's all language. Negotiate, put your own addendum and say subject to this addendum, then get them to, and when you do little clauses, have spaces for both sides to initial. Say, this is here, I agree, this is it, we're going to, by this date, this, and then there's an extension, 7 government business days, local, state, and federal. You kind of put those clauses, and we got them. We can just, I can make an addendum for you, and I have purchase and sale agreements already for almost everything. So we can make that ironclad, iron tight, where you have nothing to worry about. The thing about is being so thorough in your paperwork, your deadlines, that, you may not, there are people that aren't going to want to do business with you because you're more thorough than them. They're looking to basically control everything. And that's why they try to do things like put in the little things they do, the memorandums and all that, to try to cloud the title, because wholesalers have some terms. This is all guru taught. That's all these gurus taught in wholesaling, and I see it all the time. I see probably at least 5 wholesalers that teach wholesaling, gurus, and they all charge a couple $1,000s. One is like $1,500 plus $70 a month. Another one's like $3,000. Another one's like $2,500. What actually do you get out of it? I have mad resources. I got crazy resources, just like my associate told me. And everybody said, pretty much about 6 out of the 12 people in my current masterclass tell me I need to raise my price. And so masterclass starting on March 31st will be $1,500. Right now, you can get a masterclass for $397. You can get an investor download center for $100 and be able to download everything. Get daily fireside chats. No fireside chats. Guaranteeing 3 a week. I'm trying to do 7 a week because I'm doing with my other programs. These are going to be a lot of tidbits and information to help you. I got the YouTube channel. You get private YouTube videos if you do masterclass, and you get to see those videos 2 days after masterclass gets them. You got to see them in Investor Download Center, so you'll be able to actually go and get the link and actually see. We have some very experienced investors. I'm batting 750. If I was in Major League Baseball as a hitter right now, I'd be going to the Hall of Fame. So I pride myself on trying to help people. So I try to keep everything down price wise. I paid $1,500 for my private money broker class. Actually, I paid $2,500 because I used my Home Depot card, and I basically traded them $2,500 worth of tools for the tuition. And I've been doing this ever since, going on almost 6 years. And it's really, I love this, helping people with the money, because being the money guy, everybody loves you. Everybody comes to you. You don't have to do a whole lot of marketing. And I want to help new investors. Plus, I want to help experience, scale, and learn and go into different areas if they want to build their business out. But I love helping new people who haven't had their first deal yet, and I take pride on it. So, like I said, I try to price it what it's affordable. You don't have to worry about, hey, pay $100, cool. You got all these downloads. I mean, you don't have to buy anything or pay it for anything. It's not all gonna be slick. Eventually, it will be with the virtual system, but you're gonna get it first. And when we have the virtual system, you're gonna get it first as the beta. Everything is gonna be free for you for life after just do the. If you do Masterclass, you're done for life. If you do Investor Download Center and you want to upgrade, you can upgrade it for $297 for this current Masterclass, which will be $397. But after April 1st, that'll be $1,500. Now, if you get in a download center now and you want to upgrade in June, the $397 will still be good for you. So don't worry about that. We try to accommodate everybody and make sure that everybody knows what's going on. So like I said, man, people, just please make sure you're protected. And even wholesalers and other people, make sure you guys are protected as well. It's a two-way street. If you need help with that, we got so much stuff that we can almost create your back office. The next couple of days, I was going to do the back office and front office today, tomorrow. It's going to be happening this weekend. This is episode 95. I'm trying to get, I'm trying to have 100 by Sunday. I want to be going into my Masterclass 8, having my 100th video on YouTube. There's a few other ones that are like the privates and some other things, but 100 videos. So keep in mind that all those videos, if they're 10, 12 minutes and I talk about something, it's not like being able to talk to us one-on-one. Also, guys, guess what? Here's one more thing I'm going to forget before I got to make sure I tell you before I log out and upload this. We have Deal Desk now. Deal Desk is going to be a panel of several of our Masterclass people and a few of our other associates. And if you present to Deal Desk, if you're part of Masterclass or your Investor Download Center, you can present to them. They can help you structure the deals. We have a contact, Kevin's contact that he works with at the Federal Reserve. He's in Kansas City. This contact worked in the Kansas City branch, which runs Denver and Omaha as well, of the Federal Reserve, worked in community engagement, worked on the housing crisis, the 2008 and then 2012, worked with Kevin on that. Basically, if we can present a sound deal and it's a deal structure that works, they have contacts. So imagine the contacts of someone who has been an officer, not just an employee, an officer, because each branch has a president, plus there's the Fed chairman, but there's officers in every bank, just like a regular bank. An officer, think about what an officer of the Federal Reserve Bank has for contacts as far as lenders go in the real estate space and investors. So you will be able to present to our Deal Desk. Every member and associate of Investors Download Center Masterclass will be able to work on deals, structured deals. And then our panels will be like, there'll be like 2 or 3 people on each panel. They'll basically pick it apart and help you build it so it's right. So you get the structure right. It's really good too if you want to go back and like do any kind of, review any kind of previous deals that maybe fell apart. We want to structure deals so you get funded on them. You get the loans, you get to acquire the properties, you get to flip them, you get to rent them, whatever your goal is. We want you to succeed. And don't forget, everybody gets a complimentary call with Kevin to talk about your business goals and what you're trying to do. And then hey, it's fund it forward, pay it forward. We have people that are willing to help you every Monday night. After we turn the recording off for about an hour and a half, we spend about an hour and a half usually doing just basically talking about each other's deals. So it's a great opportunity for you guys to do it. $100 at $397, it's nothing. I'm not charging you $3,000. I'm not going to upsell you. I'm not going to tell you need to come to Super Mystery Weekend. We are going to do a super private money conference in 2024, but so you're going to know about it and you're going to know you're going to be able to go to multiple tracks, multiple breakout sessions, keynote speeches, exhibit hall, VIP lunches, VIP breakfast, continental, everything, cocktail parties, VIP parties, after parties. It's going to be pretty cool. The virtual system will come out fourth quarter, the first quarter of next year. It's incredible. Look up stormventuresgroup.com and look at their contractor store and look at their virtual system and then their contractor store offers and their Win the Storm. And it's going to be on lightspeedvt.com. This is the platform, lightspeedvermonttexas.com. Check it out, because if you're in now, you're going to be in for life. And with that, reach out to me, Nate at NateMarshallCapital.com, info@privatemoneyauthority.com, Nate Marshall 303 on Facebook, or you can just reach out to me in the comments here. I want to get you on board. Like I said, March 30th, you can do Investors Download Center for $100, or Masterclass 2023-02, which will be in July, but you can start participating in just the next couple of weeks. You'll be able to start participating up to week 10. We're in week 8, so 3 more weeks, and then you can start jumping in weeks 11 and 12, and the bye weeks, which will be jump starts and deal structures through June. And then you can do all 12 classes of Masterclass for $397. Keep in mind, on March 31st, that is $1,500, and Investors Download Center is $599. So with that, guys, I thank you. Have a great Wednesday. Talk to you later.